and good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my 11th vlog, right? So today we're gonna talk about something interesting. දැන් මොකක්ද ෂර්වින් ගෙනාවේ මොනවද ඉන්ට්‍රෙස්ටිං ටොපික් එකක්ද ගෙනාවේ? හරි. මේක තමයි ඉන්ට්‍රෙස්ටිං ටොපික් එක. Vlog stories. හරිද? This vlog stories is passed down from generation to generation. Typically by verbally unwritten about myths, fairy tales, traditional beliefs, cultural practice. මේක මේ ලංකාවේ ගමවල් තමයි ගොඩක් මේ දේවල් වෙන්නේ මේ හැබැයි මේක generation to generation මේ vlog stories එක්කෙනාට ගිහිලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් අපි බලමු මොකක්ද first vlog story එක කියලා. හරි? හරි. The first vlog story is about Mahasona, aka Ritigala Jayasena. So I don't know whether these information are right or wrong, but it's up to you to decide and find the information and correct me on the comments below. So nowadays you find all this information through Google, right? Okay, so Mahasona is one of the fearsome demon in the Sinhalese culture, right? And he's one of the most powerful demon, second to none, and who is actually believed to haunt afterlife, especially in the graveyards, surrounded by human corpse and large rocks, hills, and where three junctions meet, right? So are the most common haunting grounds of this demon. So the demon actually kills its prey by crushing their shoulders, and also by inflicting diseases and stuff. So it usually kills people at night and when confronted alone, okay, and leaves actually a mark of a hand embossed on the flesh of the body. He's also like able to possess humans, right? So once those humans are possessed, there is this so-called Kattadaya. In this Sinhala culture, there is a guy called Kattadaya. So he normally comes and do the Kattadaya dance or do whatnot, and to just to take this demon away from your body, right? So now I'll be telling you about the origin story of this Mahasona. Okay, so the origin story of this aka Ritigala Jayasena, normally known as Mahasona, is one of the human warrior, and he's a giant who served in King Duttagamuna's army among the 10 great giants. Okay, so there was a celebration after the victory from the war between King Elara and King Dutthagamunu. They are the 10 great giants also participated in this ceremony with their family. So now Jayasena offended another fierce warrior by insulting his beautiful wife. So who is this warrior which Jayasena got offended? It's none other than Gautam Birya challenges him for a great battle. Now, I actually cannot pronounce that word. It's very difficult. So, mind me. And then they schedule a date and the time to fight on a graveyard. So on the scheduled day, the fight was started with a grand ceremony, right? They fought with each other, showing their strength. They scheduled the date and the time to fight at an open graveyard. On this scheduled day, the fight was started with a grand ceremony. They fought with each other, showing their strength. Then Gotama dissipates Jayasena by a single flying kick onto Jayasena's head. Finish. Now everyone thinks that this bugger is dead. Right? No. Seeing the embarrassing situation of Jayasena, there was this deity called Vesamuni. Took pity and tries to restructure before Kavdev goes cold. Right? The deity could not find his head on time. Time is past, there is no more time left before the body goes cold forever. In the chaos of finding Jayasena's head, the deity found a bear head. In a hurry and fits the bear head backward to Jayasena's body. Now Jayasena's body has a bear head. Okay? And reveals him with a gracious form, and he also gave him some supernatural powers to the newly born demon. So the people who encountered him, terrified to this point of falling ill, mostly because he was found on graveyards. So this new persona is dubbed as Mahasona, meaning in Sinhala, great demon of the graveyard. So that's one story of a flock story. Okay? The next story is what? Andere, the royal comedian. So in ancient times, there was a comedian in the palace. His name is Andere, and his duty was telling funny stories to keep the king smiling. Wow. Right? Those days they had stand-up comedy in the palace. In that period, there was a paddy field event to select the best farmer. One day, a farmer came to the castle to meet the king, to tell a problem he was facing. There was a big stone in the middle of this paddy field. So there was a big black rock of his paddy field. So he could not grow any paddy for the event. The king commanded the men to remove it. Everybody could not move it. But this, I don't know whether he is a dwarf, but he looks like a dwarf. But Andre agreed to remove it with some conditions. Now, what are these conditions? He asked to live in 1 month wealthy and healthy as a king. So, the king granted his request and provided the luxury life he requests for 1 month. After 1 month, many people eagerly gathered to see his superhuman work. Right? Now Andre is thinking what to do. While everyone's watching, he asks 4 strong men from the king to lift the stone and put it on his back. Okay. So he can piggyback it to the location. To another location actually. Then the king asks, "You have promised to move the stone, and why you're not doing it by yourself?" Andre replied, "Yes, your highness, what I promised is to relocate the stone, and I will do it gladly if someone lifts the stone and put it on my back." Everyone is laughing. However, king himself is a bit angry about his notorious action, but forgave him since he did not contradict what he said earlier. Andre, you're bloody smart. Wow. Okay, so next flock story is about a farmer. The farmer who went to heaven. There was a Gamarala, aka the farmer, in a village. One day, he noted that a wild animal has eaten his crops and learned that there was a big round marks like wangari. So wangari is like a rice mortar at the kitchen. Okay. He thought it was wangari, witchcraft works. He told the villagers to tie up their wangari, and villagers did exactly as he said. So the next day, when he went to the paddy field, he saw the same outcome. Right? So he decided to keep watch at night. On the dead of the night, suddenly a wonderful tasker came to the paddy field and began to eat the corpse. When the elephant tries to leave, he ran and caught it by his tail. Then the elephant takes off to the sky. Wow. After a long journey, elephant landed on the beautiful garden above the clouds. The next day, he returned with the tasker to the earth and told his unbelievable story to his family. That he went to heaven by hanging on a bloody flying elephant tail. On the following day, his family was ready to go to heaven with him. Okay, now you know where this is going on. The farmer held the elephant's tail, then his wife caught the farmer's leg, and his child and friends also held the other's leg. Now it's like a chain. This is funny. When they were flying, the farmer told about the watermelon in heaven and showed its size to others using his hands. At once, all of them fell off to the haystack, and the elephant, he did not return. Wow. Wow. Okay. Now this story is about color. I think you might heard color weather, right? So this is about the color weather, the color tank. In ancient times in Sri Lanka, King Dautusena built a great tank in the northern province. So there was a boy near this tank called Kala. So on a rainy day, while he was walking in the bank of the tank, he noticed a tiny leak on the embankment. He noted this tiny leak was increasing. He did not have enough time to take people to repair. So what he did? He put his bloody head to the hole and stayed the whole night. He died of this instant. People believe that he was reborn as a god. Also, the tank was named after Kala. By to this date, it's called Kala Weather. Wow. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. If you want more of flock stories, please comment below. As I said on the first video, this information must be wrong or right. So I just researched it and then I told you guys. So like, share, comment and subscribe please. Help me to reach 1K, right? That's it. So catch you in the next vlog. Take care and be safe.